Okay, let me. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, Papa Farm, what's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys doing wonderful. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. All right, that's good. Hey, RG Living Life, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Oh, okay. Eddie Mood, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? I'm feeling okay. Yes, yes. Blessing to each and every one of you. I hope you guys doing awesome. I hope you guys feeling blessed. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, Demo, that's good. That's good. Awesome. Yes, I hope you guys feeling good. All right, well, guys, today I want to talk about the soil. I want to do more talking about the soil. The soil is, because I really believe the soil is one of the most important thing when come on gardening. I truly believe that. I truly believe once you have good soil, you don't really have a problem. I truly believe that. When I say don't have a problem, just harvest my baby leaf plant. Okay, that's cool. Awesome, man. I love to hear, guys, listen to me. The truth is, man, I love to hear when harvest, because hey, Angela Garden Delight, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I love the setup plan. Okay. Thank you. There's a new app I'm trying out still. I'm getting there. I'm working and putting it together. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, guys. So, yeah, I love to see harvest time, because harvest time is my joy, because what I do, I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Oji. When I'm harvesting, I enjoy it, because most of the time I like to put in all the works in the morning, and then in the evening, not in the evening, I rest. And it's the same way I like to put in the work for the garden in the beginning, and then with the end I'm just harvesting. So it's a wonderful thing. So I know how you feel in the mood that harvest some food today. That's wonderful. But yes, guys, today I want to talk more about the soil, because I kind of understand the importance of the soil. The soil is very important. I even write down a few things I want to talk about as well, because I don't want to go off track. So I just want to stick on point. So basically today is more about the soil. That's what we're going to talk about today, because the soil is very important. The soil is important, because one thing we know, Whatever we feed the plant, the soil with, the soil feed the plant, and the plant give it right back to us. Okay? So for me, if I'm putting in the time to plant food, I want to make sure that it's grown the right way, or at least grow natural, so I can have a more healthy food. Listen me guys, I saw a tomato yesterday. It scared me. I'm telling you. Thank you, Rose Hoffman, for subbing. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes. So what happened now? The tomato was like this big. The tomato was so huge, it scared me. It scared the hell out of me. Because I want to know what's in that tomato. I don't care how I'm hungry, I'm not eating that tomato. That tomato was massive. I really wanted to know what's in that tomato that make it so big. I would not eat that tomato, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But you can't knock nobody how to grow the food, because you got to understand too, the food demand is very high and people add a lot of things to food to make them grow faster, to make them grow bigger. So you know, I'm not gonna knock anyone from growing food, but I'm gonna be talking about how I grow food. So how anyone grow their food, that's good for them. I'm gonna talk about how I grow food. And when we talk about, honestly guys, leaf like oak leaf is awesome. Oak leaf is awesome. It's an awesome leaf to really use. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only leaf that's good, but I use a lot of oak leaf, and my goodness, these leaves are amazing. I want to try direct sowing with no store-bought fertilizer like you, planter. You really amazing. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. Angela Delight, you can do it. It's not that you cannot do it. Some people just don't feel right. If they don't have the fertilizer and the extra stuff to throw around the plant, they don't feel right. They feel like they're not growing food. You know what I'm saying? So you can do it. Like I've been saying all the time, guys, your soil is not going to build overnight. But if you invest some time into it now, eventually it's going to become that soil you want. Okay? Sometimes adding a lot of things to your soil, instead of it help it, it destroy it. So it's best you build the soil the natural way for the long term. You're not trying to grow food for just a month, a year. If you want to grow food continuously, do it right, do it natural. Okay? So I think you should let leaf feed your soil. It's one thing I want to say. We got to understand that the trees, the root of the trees, go very deep. The root of the soil of the tree runs very deep. These trees, root runs so deep that it's so much minerals and everything these plants need. They can get it from down underneath, right? And when they get those minerals from down so deep, what happens is they feed the tree. They feed the tree, and then guess what? They feed the root, and the root feed the tree. Now these same leaf that fell from the tree is getting feed from that same mineral that dung so deep. You see what I'm saying? So these leaves getting a lot of nutrition as well from the plant, from the root. Where the root goes, the root feed and suck the minerals from underneath. So now, hey Urban Gardener, how you doing? Thank you for being here. So now, these same leaves that fall from the tree have a lot of nutrition and carbon inside of them. You see what I'm saying? So now when we use these leaves come now and create such a beautiful soil. By adding these leaves every year, you creating such a soil that, such an amazing soil, that anything you chuck in that soil will grow. Anything, and produce a whole lot. Guys, my garden is a prime example to what I'm talking about. So the leaf is very important, and you could get them for free. Yes, some people cannot get them because they mightn't be around certain places, but for the people who can get these leaves, why not? Why not grab these? I mean, sometimes when you look at the roadside, you see paper bags with leaves where people rake up. I'm sure. Well, still you got to be careful because you don't know what these people spray in their yard with or whatever. But so you got to be mindful of that. But once you have access to these leaves over your house, over your yard, and you know you're not spraying nothing to them, don't throw them away. Even the grass clippings is amazing. Okay, Urban Gardening. Those leaves have no chemical. And that's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want, no chemical. So these leaves, these roots push so deep and gather a lot of carbon and nutrition and all these things and feed your plant. So now these leaves have a lot of nutrition and carbon in them as well for the plant that you add them to your raised bed. Sometimes they're not going to break down in a few days or a few months. Sometimes you add them to your raised bed, and then what might happen, they might break down for the following spring. So when they break down for the following spring and you start planting, there you go, you plant them, start going. Then for the fall you add more. Okay, so what you're doing in your raised bed, you creating a soil in your raised bed. You naturally creating a soil with those leaves, these leaves in your raised bed. So it's very important, guys, and it's free. Once you have access to it, why don't use it? Okay, it will take time to break down, but eventually it's gonna break down. So when we look at the leaf, I have a few things I write down here. Like for instance, leaf that drop in the fall can supply all the nutrition needed in a vegetable garden. Yeah, all these leaves that fall, if you add them to your soil, these leaves can actually add all the nutrition that you need to your plant. And don't take my word, just try it, guys. Just try it. Because I've been doing, that's all I use, guys. Leaf. Basically, I use back the trees. I use back the trees and feed my plants. A lot of things you can buy, but when you look at it, a lot of things you can buy as well. But what happened to them? They bake them. And because they bake them, sometimes the thing about it, baking them, and at the same time they ain't break down. So sometimes you could be killing all the heat. The heat sometimes kill a lot of stuff that we need in our compost. The heat kills a lot of stuff. There's many ways they make these things. Sometimes they dry them out, like the wood chip, they grind them up fine and dry them out. Sometimes these things don't have much to offer your plant. Okay? So the leaf is very important. So instead of thinking of leaf as waste and throw them away, use them in your garden. I think you will see a lot more result in 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years, if you start using leaf and clippings in your raised bed, even in your container, I give you 2 years and you're supposed to see great result, because your soil will become chemical free. You have no chemical in your soil, and a lot of times the chemical kills the worms that we need. The worms that we need in our soil, the chemical kill them. And we all know how important these insects needed in our soil. So a lot of chemicals kill them out. And we need them. Okay? So, the topic is, when is the best time to start working your soil, or even start preparing your containers? Hey, Mike here at the garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, Angela Gardening, because I'm telling you, I know you see my garden. Hi, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I know you see my garden. Hey, Triple Chat Firearm, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, my caretaker garden. Urban, I put leaf in my beds every year. I have worms and it make it healthy as a result. Definitely. I mean, when you talk about leaf, guys, in your garden, man, you talking to me right here. When you talking about leaf, because I show a lot of videos about this thing, man. I have a lot of videos about these leaves. Okay. I take the paper bags from cows in night. Alright, I pour them out and move out. Exactly. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, because it works. It actually works. It actually works. Yeah, people, I see many places where there's brown bags with leaf, and honestly, if I didn't have so much access to leaf, I ought to be taking them and dump them in my raised bed. That's what I do every year. And so every year your soil getting, you adding to your soil what's the plants them need. And I'm telling you, these leaf will add. Hey, Lassus Johnny, how you doing? Thank you for being here. These leaves will add exactly what you want to these plants. My garden is a proof of what I'm talking about. And I know almost everybody up in here know. I'm sure you guys saw my garden. I sure you guys see that. And I show so many different videos about the way I get compost, how I go through the bushes, scrape under the leaf. I mean, these are beautiful ways. But if you don't have that kind of resource that you could go through the bushes or whatever you can, if you cut your grass clippings, please save them. Chuck them in a corner, add them to your raised bed. Start putting them in your containers. I do believe in the fall is the best time to start your garden. I do believe that. To start your walking on your soil. I do believe, I really believe that. I really believe that. So because I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes your soil needs rest. Sometimes your soil definitely needs rest. And I know everybody want to plant the fall garden. Nothing wrong with that. Plant your fall garden, nothing wrong with that. But what I will say, leave one area and prepare that area. So you plant your fall garden in a area and leave the other area and start working on it. Start adding leaf. Start adding grass clippings. Sometimes you cut. The best way I believe to do that is adding, don't just throw the bushes in there and just leave them. The best way I think. Hi Fifi Johnny, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Classic Solution, thank you for being here. Yes. Don't just dump them in the garden and just leave them. What I think the fastest way to break down those leaves is if you add some soil on top of it. Like you cover it and you add some soil on top of it and just leave it for that few months. And when the spring comes, you ready to go just plant. Even though you see leaves still in there that did not decay as yet, don't worry about it. Just plant, because they're gonna break down eventually. So yes, in the fall, for me and what I experience, I think in the fall is the best time to start prepping your soil before the soil freezes up. You see what I'm saying? Do it before the soil freezes up in the winter. So you start prepping your soil, you start adding, cover it with some dirt and just let it walk. So you do that before the freezing weather. So within that time, you prep your soil, the soil will be walking. The worms will be walking, they'll be doing their work. Because when the winter hit, everything start freezing up. Ain't much gonna be happening. So get it together in the fall, and then in the spring when everything start thawing out and the sun start hitting it, you getting ready for planting these. You definitely getting ready for planting. So you put in the work in the winter. You put the work in the fall. Sorry for that. You put the work in the fall. Allow the land for rest through the winter, and then in the spring you get going. Okay. The thing with the leaf, and if you tread Shed the leaf as well. What's gonna happen is it's gonna make it easier to break down. If you shed the leaf, it's gonna definitely make it more easier to break down. So the shedded leaf will immediately go to work and keep the soil and the root warmer. Okay, so if you shed it, it's definitely gonna work faster than if you just throw them whole. But I just throw them in the raised bed because I've been doing this for so long. And guys, you know what? It might sound funny, but guess what? I start growing food on clay. It was clay soil. It was clay soil. That's what I was using. But over the years now, you're not seeing clay no more. In that area where I'm planting, you don't see clay. Because over the years, the soil had built up. So much leaf been adding. So now it built up and the soil looking black now. So if you want to find clay, you got to go really deep down in my garden to find clay. Because over the years, I have created a complete different soil than what was there. Hey, God Eat Homestead, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yeah, so my garden, I start from clay, but now you cannot see clay because a different layer of soil has created. A different layer of soil has created, and how that create? From leaf, grass clipping, all them grass in the garden that grow up like now, a lot of grass. And what I do as well, I allow a lot of grass to grow up in the garden. Like, you know, from the time the fall hit, I stop weeding, I stop pulling out grass, that's it. So I allow them to grow. And when they grow now, I just go and start pulling them out and just dump them in the raised bed. And all these things gonna break down and add everything you want. That's why the plants them in the trees them. No one add no soil to them. Who add anything to them? Nobody give them water. Nobody go in there and throw fertilizer around their root. But they grow pretty healthy. So that's all I do. I apply that method, that same method, and I think it really working. Because when I go to the trees, when I go under the trees, all I'm seeing underneath the trees, right? All I'm seeing is dry leaf. Tree trunk, like a piece of limb might drop, fall right by the root. And then guess what? That's gonna stay there, turn around and feed that same plant. So what feeding the plant? The same leaf it dropping, the same limb that might pop, the plant is feeding itself. So this is why I look at nature and I say, okay, my father used to do it and I see it work. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing and it's working. Hey Vincy Local, how are you doing? If you live where planting trees can strive, then that's a good thing to plant to make the soil black. Okay, all right, thank you for that information, Vincy Hub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, so it's all about improving your soil every year. I think you should start working on your soil in the fall, because when the winter hit, it starts freezing stuff. it starts freezing, and when it freezes, sometimes it just hold everything together. So let it start walking in the fall. Then when the winter hit, then in the spring, it's gonna start towing out. It don't make sense to me. I'm not telling you guys what to do. It don't make sense to me to start exactly on the spring, especially when you have a short growing season. It don't make sense starting in the spring to get your soil together. You should start getting your soil together in the fall. Walk on the soil, get your soil going, and guess what? In the spring, you'll be surprised when you start planting your food and see how they're growing beautiful. All right, Vince, big up yourself, man. Big up. All right, blessings, blessings. Okay, guys, I want to, there's someone up in here, Fifi Johnny. Fifi Johnny, I think she's trying to reach 500 subscribers. So, guys, if you ain't subscribe to Fifi Johnny yet, maybe you could check out the channel, and if you're interested, I guess you could show some support. I mean, check out each other, guys, and if you're interested, you know, you could show some support. But Fifi Johnny is, I think she is 480 something right now, 480 something, and I think she need less than 20 to hit that 500 mark. So over here we try to support and try to help build people to get to that mark. All right, Vincey Hub, I see you growing, brother. We're gonna try to get you up as well. Who else up in here did not hit? Angela Delight, Mike. Let's just support each other and get my Renaissance grandma, the mood now started channel. So let's just support each other and try to get them, because I know the importance of getting to that point, because it's a stepping stone, and it helps motivate you to reach that threshold of being monetized. So I just want to give you guys the courage to keep pushing, keep posting, and just be blessed. Ruth in Georgia backyard. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes, guys, so it's all about supporting each other however we can. Yes, it's one thing we got to know. It's one thing we got to know, guys. When I read, you know, I don't like to scare anyone, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Because I was reading something where, you know what I mean, hospital full and stuff, and I mean, sometimes it's nothing we can do. Yes, support, man. Thank you for that. Triple Chet Firearm, yes. Let's try to get everybody to that that place where that 1,000 subscribers and the watch time. And guys, the watch time ain't easy, so please start working on your watch time while you growing. While your subscribers growing, work on your watch time at the same time, because it ain't easy to get 4,000 watch time hours. So if you do a lot of shots, and David, I think David hit his 500 too. So if you're doing a lot of shots, try to make them a little longer, because you need to get them watch hours in. Because I'm telling you, it's not easy to get 4,000 watch hours. Yes, guys. So, guys, I don't know if you guys invest in your grow light or if you already have your grow light, especially for the people who in short growing season. I think if you really want to grow some food, guys, you should invest yourself in a grow light that you can start sowing seed early, because these plants is not cheap as far as I'm seeing. You could pay at least $5 for one plant. $5 for one plant. And if you're trying to really plant food and got to spend all that money for one plant, if you're trying to grow 100 plants, that's $500. You see what I'm saying? So, and if you got the seed and sow the seed, you ain't spending $50 to sow the amount of seed you want. So if you don't have your grow light, you should invest in your grow light that you can start growing your garden fast. Okay, so for the people who have like trees behind their house, like trees behind your house, sometimes, guys, you can take a rake. You can take a rake and you can go and you can just rake off those leaves and just scrape up what's underneath. Okay? Go under these leaves, rake them and scrape up what's underneath. You would not believe what's under them, because this is the same leaf I'm talking about that break down and feeding the same big trees them. Because the leaf feed the plants. You take some of these leaves and take it in your raised bed or in your container. You'll be surprised the kind of fruits or vegetables you grow. You'll be surprised. So all I'm saying is, just try. Just try. You're not gonna lose anything. Okay. I have two grow lights and a small greenhouse in the garage. Alright, so you getting ready, the mood. I see you getting ready. Alright, because now we're in November. As soon as you wink, we're gonna be in December. I personally got to start to get my stuff together, because soon I got to start setting seed, because in January I want to plant out all my cabbage, all my... Thank you, Miss Audrey, thank you, and thank you for that, thank you for that. Please check out Fifi John at Fifi Johnny. Alright, thank you for that. Yes, so just do what you got to do, man. It's not that complicated, guys, and I'm not trying to make it seems complicated to you guys. It's very simple. You just got to deal with timing. And the way I set up my garden is I can go in my garden every day or every 2 days and come out with a bowl of food. You just got to know how to space them out, how to space out your planting. Like for instance, if you're planting tomatoes, what you do, you plant some this week and you plant some the following week. Don't plant all the same day. Because when you plant all the same day, what's going to happen, you're going to be harvesting. All going to be coming in the same time. So you give them space. Give them space. So when you harvest here this week, on this side, the order's going to be coming in. So you always have food. Without have to harvest everything one time. Then you got to try figure out how to store them. You know what I'm saying? So just space them out. Yes, gardening, guys, you can't lose from gardening. You can't lose from gardening. One thing, you know, and I'm glad that you can do gardening. You can be a gardener without spending a bunch of money. You can be. Thank you, Miss Audrey. Drop their links for me that they could check. I appreciate that. Drop some links that they can support each other. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that, Miss Audrey. And you drop your link as well too. Thank you so much. Guys, check out each other, support each other however you can. This is how we do it, man. We trying to uplift people, and if we can help them grow, we do that as well. Because I understand the importance of being able to get to that point. Because it's not easy. But once you get there, you'll be alright. Yeah, so what I'm planning on doing, why I got to start sowing seed in December. I got to start sowing my seed in December. Because I want to start planting cabbage, kale, cauliflower, and broccoli in January. Because you'll be surprised, guys, these plants will survive. Well, let me don't say that because some people get some real bad weather, so let me don't say that. But these plants, once you're not hitting 20 degrees, once you're not hitting 20 degrees or 25 degrees, once you're not hitting 20 degrees or 25 degrees, freezing mark, well, let me say under 30. If you over under 30, you could plant in the winter. And they will survive. They definitely will survive. Like I said, once you don't plant them, once you're not hitting under 30 degrees, or even you hit under 30 degrees, not too often, they will survive. And then when I plant them, that early in the spring, early in the spring, I'm harvesting like crazy. You know what I mean? So it's just ways, guys. It's just ways. But like I said, please. All right, Fifi Johnny hit the 500. All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to you, Fifi Johnny. That's what I'm talking about. Supporting each other. Who else in here did not reach 500 or 1,000? Who else here did not reach? If you didn't reach 500, or you close to 500, or you close to 1,000, please let me know. I will definitely try get you to that 500 or 1,000. That's what I'm talking about. When I look at Fifi Johnny today, her channel today, I see 480 something. You see what I'm talking about? Support. We can get everybody there, and we definitely gonna work. My goal now is to help people, at least help you get to that 1,000, and help you get to the other 500. And once you get there, you get to a place now where you can start making a few dollars. It mightn't be much, but it adds up. And who knows, your channel could develop and you make it, but you just want to get there. So my goal now is to try to help people get to that place where their hard work, they feel like their hard work pays off. All right? Because I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys support me. So I would not mind supporting each and every one of you. But Fifi Johnny in here to celebrate with us. Okay. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys because I'm sure what Scream Bat is doing there now. 3x combo. What is that? Yes, I'm sure there's a few people from here went over there and helped get up to that place. So thank you so much. And don't forget, check out my Remesen Grandma. Check out Triple Chet Firearm. Check out Angela Garden Delight. Check out The Mood. The Mood now start his channel, but he gonna get there. I know he gonna be posting some videos this spring or maybe before the spring. Who else up in here? Well, everybody, Urban. If Urban maybe supposed to hit her watch hour by now, I'm not sure as yet. But this is what we do, man. We try to support each other. And don't forget, guys, Miss Audrey Living Life is an awesome supporter. And I'm looking forward for her channel this spring. And don't forget, guys, to check out Audrey Living Life. Because she will be posting video very soon and she's a very good supporter. Yes, so I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes. As Lasha said, teamwork make the dream work. You're welcome, Miss Audrey, no problem. Teamwork make the dream work. Let's motivate each other. Let's try to get people to that place where they you feel comfortable. I'm so happy that Fifi had get over that threshold. Now she heading for the higher one now. All right. So every week we're gonna be supporting, especially if you almost hit the 500. We're gonna be pushing you. You hit the 1,000. We're gonna pushing you. We basically gonna be. What I'm going to start to do as well, I'm going to start helping the small people. When I say the small people, I mean like 100 subscribers, 50 subscribers. I'm going to try help you guys as well. All right. Hello, Creative Girl Homestead. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you here, guys. Appreciate you. Yes, congratulations to Fifi Johnny. Thank you. We appreciate you. She's a very good supporter as well. So check out each other. Angela Delight, Garden Delight. I mean, she do some beautiful art as well. She not just doing gardening. She do some beautiful art. So don't forget to check her out. Triple Chet Firearm. She teach people. Listen, there's a lot of information we get from these places because she teach about self-defense. Lots of information. So let's just support each other and get it going. All right? Okay, so let's get back to it. Yes, guys, so for me, you welcome Angela Delight. For me, guys, I think the honest truth is, if you really want, if Johnny, congratulations, man, like you wasn't here. I was telling everybody who ain't subscribed to you, go and check you out. And somebody say you hit the 1,000 subscriber now. So please, congratulations to you. I wish you great success. All right? Yes, guys. So now, what we're going to do now, we're going to be... Okay, all right. Congratulations. Congratulations. You see, that's how, you see, this is really nice, because what happened was, this morning I saw Fifi make a post. I saw she make a post, and then I said, really, she almost hit 500. So I shared the post. I shared a post and on my community page. So supporting is really amazing. Supporting is really amazing. Who else here almost hitting 500? Almost 1,000. Congratulations, congratulations. I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Peace, blessing. Wish you all the success you could ever have. All right. All right, so now we want to do, let me talk a little more about the soil, because now we almost heading to the soil. Right now, a lot of people, all right, blessings to you. Hey, Tory Brain Game, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Yeah, guys, Tory Brain Game is also a good supporter. He think a lot of games. He do games. So if you love games, check him out. Check him out. All right, so now let me talk a little more about soil, because why I so want to talk about soil is because we hitting December, so we're going for the winter now. So now is the time for us to start getting our soil together, whether in a container or not. Maybe you could create a little space outdoors and put your containers. Put your containers and add a little grass, like the grass or few leaf, add them in there and leave them outdoor for the winter. Just leave them. Just leave them. So you put in the work now and just let them rest. And for the winter, for the spring, you're ready to go. You're ready to get started. I'm Miss RG Living Life. I want you to start. I'm encouraging you to get your containers outside and start adding your soil, add some leaf, because I know you getting ready to start your garden, and once you start getting it together, when the spring hit, you'll be ready to go. So don't forget to do that. The thing about it, guys, when I doing gardening, you see, everybody do gardening on different levels. Okay? Everybody do gardening on different levels. Some people do gardening just for the fun of it. Some people do gardening just to, get able to go outside and get food. But I take it really serious when come and doing garden. I'm very serious in my garden. Because anytime I do a garden, I'm looking for success. Hello, Creative Girl Homestead, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Wait, I got to check you. I got to check out Creative Girl Homestead. I'm not sure if I subscribe to you as yet. So I'm definitely going to go and check out your channel. Matter of fact, let me write it down. So I'm able to check out your channel when I leave, when I come off this live. But thank you for being here. Each and every one of you are welcome. I appreciate all the support from each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. I'm just trying to get all of us ready for the spring. All of us. So I'm going to encourage you. If you don't have a grow light, and I'm thinking for the Christmas, I'm going to do a giveaway and give somebody a grow light. So, who have 300 and who have 475? Creative Girl Homestead. All right. Creative Girl Homestead have 475. Guys, you guys can check out Creative Girl Homestead. Check her out. If you like her channel, give her the support. Try get her to that 500 mark. You know how important that is, guys. All right, thank you for subbing to her, Fifi Johnny. We appreciate that. All right, thank you, Creative Girl Homestead. Yes, we're trying to get everybody up there, man, because you know, guys, just being we is more hard work. Just being we gotta work extra hard to get that place. Yeah, people will just get up there 1, 2, 3. We gotta work extra hard. So by supporting each other can really help. All right. You're welcome. Yes, guys, so let's get our soil together now. Let's start working on the soil. I don't even want to hit no other topic today. I just want to stuck on the soil, because the reason for that is I know the spring is coming, and I think it's very important to start working on your soil now so you get prepared for the spring. Even though I add leaf and grass and all things to my raised bed last year fall, I'm still doing the same thing this year. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys garlic. If the garlic, I mean, is anyone in here already plant garlic? Is anyone in here already plant garlic? Because, you know, I have like 200 whole of garlic, and my goodness, they all shoot up looking so beautiful. Over 200 holes of garlic. Because, guys, this is the season for garlic. You want to plant garlic? Now is the right time. You want to plant onion? Now is the right time. You could even plant onion in January as well. Okay, I plant my garlic 2 weeks ago, Fifi Johnny. All right, okay, that's cool. That's good. And Creative Homestead, I did. All right. Yeah, I plant a lot of garlic, guys. A whole lot of garlic. I planted onion too. Okay, Yeah, this is the right time, because the thing about it is, you want to plant the onion also with the garlic, because when you harvest the onion, sometimes when I harvest the onion, what I do, I replant something right away to before the so I can get to like a short crop. Like right after you harvest the garlic, you look for a short crop, something that grow maybe in 45 days. You know what I'm saying? So you put that in fast, so you're gonna get that before the winter. So you gotta study the plants them as well. You gotta study the length of time a plant take for harvest. So if you know you only have 2 months before the fall, and you know when the weather starts changing, the fall is gonna kill them, you make sure you study plants that will be ready within 44 days, 45 days. You understand? Don't go for the plants them that gonna be meeting up with the fall. So study them plants. Know the time they take. Okay. Mine's planted, waiting on spring. You waiting on spring for them to shoot up? All of mine already shoot up. Because the thing about it, I start planted garlic in September. Yeah. I start planting my garlic them in September. I planted scallion as well in September. And if you see how these things looking, beautiful. But someone told me that deers don't come up till the spring because of it does be too cold. But mine shoot up and grow right through the winter. And man, I had a beautiful garlic harvest last year. No, this year. Oh man, I had a beautiful garlic harvest this year. And I'm looking forward for tripling that harvest next year. I gotta plant more. Okay. Let me see. Mine's plant. Okay. Alright guys, don't forget Lasso's Journey as well. Don't forget to check out Lasso's Journey if you haven't. Check out Lasso's Journey as well. Lasso's Journey, I mean, she talk about real estate. She talk about health. She talk about many different things. So you surely can learn something over there as well. So check out Lasso's Journey channel as well. Okay. The mood. Oh, you got onion planted, the mood. Okay, that's cool. It's awesome, man. I'm experimenting ginger and potato too. I'm overwintering it in the ground. Planted in November because it's cold and it won't sprout. But it will spend the... You know what? You know what? Fifi Johnny is all about... I love that. And this is what I keep saying. It's all about experiment. You have to try. That's how you're going to know. If you don't try, you would not know. So I like what you're doing. Try them. Put them in the ground. Put some of them in the ground and they might shoot up. Because with me, if I leave ginger and turmeric in the ground, I put potato too. In the spring, right now my potato them that I leave in the ground already sprout already. I have potato growing right now, but what's gonna happen? The winter gonna kill them, and then they're gonna come back in the spring. Okay, you welcome, Lasso's Johnny. You welcome. Root back. I planted my garlic last week. All right, that's wonderful. And Urban Garden Chronicles, well, she go live every Saturday morning. Yeah, she hit great topics and morning. So you guys can check out and see if you like her content. You know, it's all about supporting each other however we can. Okay, root in the garden. Okay, I'm planting onion this week, hopefully. Okay, root in the backyard. Where you at, if you plant onion and garlic, they're supposed to sprout this year. Instead of you gotta wait till the spring next year, they will sprout. The weather you have, they will definitely sprout before the winter. That's okay. Yes, that's what happened to my weed potato. Yeah, that what happened. What happened is every year my potato comes up in the fall. Because the thing of what I do, guys, and you guys must try this as well. Always leave garlic back in your raised bed or wherever you plant them. Always leave back garlic. Always leave back few little pieces of potato. Always leave them because they're gonna come back in the spring without you doing anything. Just leave them in the ground. I guarantee you they will come back. Right now even though I plant so much garlic already, guess what? I have garlic and I plant this garlic in a different area because I'm trying to expand. So I plant them in a different area. And where I had garlic last year, garlic just growing up. Because I did leave back garlic. You're supposed to. You should. I believe you should. If you harvest garlic, leave some that you ain't got to buy no garlic the following year. Just leave them in the earth. You ain't got to take them up and put them nowhere. Leave them in the earth. They're definitely gonna come back. So I make my garden works for me sometimes, for real. What I do as well, tomatoes. I just bury tomatoes. Ripe tomatoes, I just bury them with dirt, throw some leaf over them and just leave them there. Guess what happened? In the spring, I see tomato just shooting up in the garden. Yeah. So all you do transplant. Yeah, man, I let nature walks in my garden. If you let nature walks in your garden, trust me, you're gonna make a difference. Plant them and forget them. Yeah, yes, Creative God Home said, yes, you plant them and forget them. They will come back. Yeah. Backup surprise food. Yeah. I do that every year. Say that again, please, about planting in the fall. What do you mean, the garlic and the onions? No, what I was saying, root in Georgia backyard garden. Yes. If you plant your garlic now, they're going to start sprouting before the winter. When I say sprouting the head, they're going to start pushing up their head in the winter. But you're not going to harvest until next year. Some people garlic do not comes up until the following year. Because one guy tell me that, but I don't have the problem. They come up in the fall. So I don't know if it's that you was asking me. Another plant that's good to plant now too is Brussels sprout. Brussels sprout is a good plant. Parsley, celery, these are herbs. Thyme, mint, all these plants is good plants to plant now. And with me, guys, I rather plant a lot of herbs that comes back for themselves. I think that's important. So over the winter, you just throw leaves around their root to help warm up their root and just leave them there. And in the spring, like lavender. Lavender is a good plant as well because they use and make tea. You could use it, make your own oil. You know, you could do a lot of things. All right. Let me go to the chat. Root in the garden. Got me back walking and watching me die. Oh, you see? Lassus Johnny got you back walking and watching. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I always get so excited about planting when I listen to plant. Oh, thank you, Angela Garden Delight. I appreciate that. That's my motive, really. If you watch my first video I post, my second video, to know, you're going to see my whole motive. My whole motive was to encourage people before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, my motive was encouraging people to plant their own food. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing that. So I'm glad I'm able to make that happen, Angela Garden Delight. Thank you. I don't let no one tell you what you can and can't plant in certain season. Experiment for yourself and pay attention to what nature does. Food sprout even when you don't intentionally plant them. That's true. That is true. That is definitely true. My garden is one of those. And you know what? I have so much. I have so much thing that grew up in my garden that I never even knew. Like for instance, I have dandelion, I have elderberry, I have pokeweed, salad. Never know. These are things I used to cut down and throw in the compost pile. Never know all these things was herb. But now I know. Like Fifi said, gardening is all about experiment. If you don't try, you will never know. And this is what I'm always preaching. Experiment. Learn about your plant. Learn what your plant like. These things are very important in gardening. Like some people might say, okay, just plant them and leave them. I don't see it that way. I don't see it as just plant them and leave them. You got to give these plants some kind of care. Yes, you could plant them and leave them. Maybe you might get lucky. Maybe they might still do well. But with me, I don't see it that way. I think you have to give them some kind of love. Show them some kind of love. Find some kind of connection with them. And I think you get better result. That's my experience, guys. I'm not telling you that's going to happen for you. But that's my experience. Okay, creative girl. I just cut back my lavender and dry it for later. It comes back every time. Yes, Lavender come back every time. Yeah. And you could do so much with it. So these are the plants I'm thinking about. Plants that come back and also have benefit. This is what I'm trying to grow from now on. I grow a lot of pepper plant. Now I'm gonna be cutting back and growing pepper plant and add more different plant. Instead of me growing so much peppers, I'm gonna be adding something else. Make room for something else. Okay. Black plant, chicken weed. You know what? I got chicken weed growing up in my garden. Just so. Just like that. Just growing without any care. Chicken weed just growing up in my garden. Yeah. Let me see. Burdock, chicken weed, all wild edibles, herbs. And there are lots more. Alright, okay. That's awesome. There's so much we have growing up in our garden and backyard and don't know. So much things. So much herbs we have and have no idea. Whole and sliced tomato plant. I plant them deep so they take time to survive and survive the winter. Then they find their way up when it... Exactly! Yeah, I do the same thing. I bury them and just leave them and they will grow. That's the thing. A lot of things I don't have to set seed because they already gonna be coming up in the garden. So it's certain seed I set. I bury a lot of seeds. I bury a lot of seeds in the garden. In the spring they just growing up nice. Yeah. Okay. My daughter, okay. You don't, Angela Garden did like, you don't have to sow no seed with no fertilizer. You don't have to do that. You know, a lot of people make it seems like you got to use this, you got to do that, you got to use this, or if you don't do this, no. My garden shows you that you do not need to add a lot of stuff. Like I'm always saying, build your soil right. Walk on your soil, build your soil right, and you wouldn't have no problem. Adding stuff to your soil sometimes instead of it help, it destroy. So do it right. That's how I see it. Okay. Root in the backyard. Me too. July. Me just want to drop seed. Thanks. Just drop seed. Don't use the fertilizer. That's why I'm telling you guys, start working on your soil now. So when them seed drop and ready to go, the soil will be ready as well. Alright? Okay. My best grape tomato plant was from a berry surprise seed. Alright, exactly. Exactly. They are sprouting on. Yes, that's exactly what I was telling you. Root in Georgia backyard. The weather you have, you supposed to, your garlic will be sprouting before the winter. If once you already plant them. Yeah. They are sprouting already, my elephant garlic or my mulch on top. One said it's too early for sprouting. No, it's not too early for sprouting because of the weather you have. Because of the weather you have, they're gonna sprout early and they're gonna remain up there all through the winter. It's not too early for sprout. The weather you have is what made them sprout. If you have colder weather, then it might take them in the spring. If you exactly planter, that's why I say do your own experiment, because the people giving advice may have different weather condition and climate than you. Exactly. Every time I always say, your own research, your own experiment. Even I tell you something, I still want you to do your own research, because I'm talking from how I grow my food. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your soil, I don't know what you're doing, but like I will always say, work on your soil. It's very important. Don't make people make gardening become so complicated to you, because some people could do that. Like I was talking to a guy the other day, he don't have a garden, but he trying to tell me how to plant a garden. He don't have one, he never have one, and he googling stuff. He on his phone googling things and telling me how to plant when I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people who sharing gardening information and don't have a garden, because they go on Google and then they want to tell you how. But once you do in your garden, this is why I say do your research, do your experiment. While you doing your garden, you learning every day. You doing your experiment, you learning every day. So when a guy come with his phone and Googling stuff and he never plant nothing, you got to tell him no. I'm doing this. You Googling. I'm actually planted. You had your phone Googling information. Okay. When you see Angela, lavender won't grow for me, but I'm not giving up. Oh, okay. My garlic sprouting now in South Carolina. Yeah, your garlic should definitely be sprouting as well. Creative Girl Home said yes. Don't take advice from people like that. Pure talk and no action. I agree with that, oh man. What is the world does he know that you are a lifetime farmer? That's what I'm telling you. So people, this is why I always say don't make people take you from what you know and bring you to a place where you start believing. You know something, you know that if you plant your pepper tree a certain way, it producing for you. You cannot let someone bring a phone and telling you what to do, because you actually doing the work. You know what it takes. But that's how people is. So he on the phone Googling and telling me how to plant and how I should do this and how I should do that. I say, man, are you serious? You have a garden? No, I don't have one, but very soon. Don't play me them games, man. I've been doing gardening almost all my life. So when you come with stuff, I'm not saying I know everything. I'm still learning, guys. I don't know everything. I'm definitely still learning. Anybody believe they know everything, you know what's going on. But don't make people who believe they know, and you're gonna know if they're giving you good information or not. Sometimes if you telling me something, that means you gotta show me, okay. Like for instance, I'm talking about gardening, but I show gardening. I show how I plant. I show everything about my garden. I show even harvest time. So I show the whole process of how I grow my food. So when people like able to show you and back their words, then you could say, okay. But now when you go in and Google and searching for information to convince me how to do something that I'm doing every day. Okay, so don't allow that, guys. Just do your research. If you're growing a certain plant, make sure you know how much days for this plant to harvest. When you hit a certain time in the year, in the summer, if you want to plant something, make sure you check how much days does this plant take before you plant them. Because you don't want to hit the fall and then the weather kill them. So you want to plant crop that gonna have you able to harvest before the fall instead of you check. So that's why I'm always saying study your plant, know what your plant like, if they love sunlight, if they don't like too much sunlight, if they love water, if they don't like too much water. This is how you get great success from your garden. By knowing the plants you plant and the plants you grow. You get great success in these forms. And I'm looking forward this. Well, I know you guys have your fall. I hope no gardeners up in here ain't going and buy collard greens for Thanksgiving. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that's not the case. You're supposed to have collard greens for Thanksgiving, because collard greens grow in cold weather. Okay? So make sure. I believe if you plant collard greens now, you might able to harvest them before Thanksgiving. That's how fast they grow. They grow pretty fast. Does anyone in the chat feel like coming up and talk about their gardening? Hello? Does anyone in the chat feel like coming up? Let me see. All right, my Renaissance definitely have to have collard greens for. Yeah, exactly. So you should be growing them. Yeah, I agree with that. I so agree with that. I am able to harvest my collard this weekend. All right, that's what I'm talking about. There's no way you planting food and have to buy collard greens. One of the easiest plant to grow, and have to buy collard greens. No way. Okay, so triple chat. My Renaissance grandma. Okay. maybe for New Year's Eve. Okay, Angela did like maybe for New Year's Eve. Okay, all right. There's no way. Guys, listen to me. You gotta try save every penny you can. And you gotta, every chance you get of eating healthy and eating your own food, take charge of it. Take charge of it. Collard greens is one of the easiest plant to grow. So how you gotta buy collard greens? Oh, Fifi Johnny, collard greens taste so much better in the fall, different flavor. I agree with that too. Somehow or the other, I think collard greens rather the cold weather. I think they do better and they taste better. I agree with you with that. I have collard and mustard green growing. All right, okay, all right. The mood. Harvest collard and callaloo yesterday. Oh wow! You know what, man? I gotta get some of them callaloo seed, man, for real. I gotta get some callaloo seed. For real. My sister is providing the greens. Alright, okay. Well, at least you ain't gotta buy me, Soji. That's wonderful. Yeah. I gotta find some callaloo seed. Yeah. I gotta get some callaloo seed. I never grow them. I'm definitely think I'm gonna try them this year, next year. It's 80s here. We're dropping soon. Okay, all right, okay. I have broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Swiss chard, mustard, triple beet. Damn, Fifi. You have a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to be planting my edibles from January. I'm only planting garlic and onion, scallion, celery, parsley, and I'm just leaving the other areas to rest. In January, that's when I'm start doing in my planting. You see? I have cabbage and Brussels sprout. Okay. I can come up for a few minutes. Alright, let me see if, okay, hold on. I'm now trying out this thing, so let me see. Okay. I put it up there. Okay, alright. Collard seed. How do I get the link now? Damn. Okay, give me a minute. No, oh man, I gotta get the link. Hold on. Oh man, give me a second. I gotta get the link. Okay. Give me a minute there. I figure it out today, you know. Now I'm trying to. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, let me see. man, I'm trying to add. Okay. I had oh man, there's a way how to get the link. I figured it out today, and now I can't wait. Hold on, let me see. Allowed box car stream label. Hey, Dimoon, I got to try figure it out, man. I can't find the link. Okay. What stage you... Okay. Let me go back in the chat. I wrote back. A friend gave me some Jamaican callaloo seed. I can trade you some seed for the Edo. Oh, yes. Yes, I got... I get them. I'm gonna send them Edo for you. Yes, I mean if you could give me some callaloo seed, why not? That's true. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Well, I also got some radish growing. All right. I hope you enjoy the call. All right, Johnny. What's the okay? I never tried before. Okay. Yes, I have a lot of vegetables. Honestly, guys, this year I want to plant more food than anything else. I'm going to have my little area with vegetables, but I'm going to be planting a lot of food. Yeah. A lot of Edos, a lot of Dasheen. Hey, Fifi Johnny, if you need more Edos, you could let me know, okay? I could wait to plant some. Reminded me of growing up in the country that could. Oh, okay, okay. All right, Dimo, that's cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, guys. So, as I was saying, guys, I didn't make my package as yet. All right, Fifi Johnny. All right. Yes, guys. So, just start working on your soil. Get your soil together before the spring hit. Especially if you have a short growing season, guys, you definitely need to get them going now. You do not want to wait till the spring come to now start to try to fix soil. Start fixing your soil now, so from the time the spring come, you can definitely start planting and know that your soil is ready to feed your plant. Because sometimes why we don't see fast growth is because what we using around the plant ain't even break down as yet. So it really not giving nothing to the plant. It will not be giving nothing to the plant. So then you have slow growth. And now you have slow growth and you have a short growing season. You see how that could mess you up? Slow growth and you have a short growing season. So be prepared before the spring come. So from the time the spring come, you plant and your plant lift off. Okay? Is the Callaloo Baji bush? I'm not really sure. I know the Callaloo I know is different. What we call Callaloo is from the dasheen bush and the Edo bush. That's what we call Callaloo. How do you prepare it? Tutorial, please. Okay. I planted purple top too. Okay. I don't think I ever planted any tulips. I didn't think so. And radish. I think I plant radish. I plant beet. But I have a rabbit does walk through my garden that does eat them up. Yeah. I have a rabbit walk through my garden and just eat up certain plants that I plant. Radish, it does eat them down to the ground. The beet, it will eat them down to the ground. So if I want to plant them, I have to like build a stand and plant them off the ground that it can't reach them. And maybe it might start to eat something else if I do that. Yes, our Callaloo is also the dasheen bush. Yeah. Let me see. Angela did the road. I hope. You know Vinci? Vinci. You ever heard about Vinci? Fifi Johnny? Okay. I usually cook in small pot as the greener or like you cook. Okay. Yeah. The rabbit will eat my okra and them as well. But sometimes the okra them grow so fast. The okra them grow up so fast that they don't just beat them. But the potato, the radish, the beet, they eat them down every time. So I'm thinking not to plant them, but now I'm also thinking maybe I need to plant them just to keep the rabbit eating them and not other things. Oh, you have rabbit, Fifi Johnny? I know. Yes, I know. Very close. Very, very close. Yeah. Planted hopefully can Okay. Yes, I enjoy sharing with the and the squash, but the squirrel. You know what? I was surprised this year that I didn't see much squirrel. But these squirrel eat off all my peach every year. I was shocked this year that I didn't see too much squirrel. Hey, Cash, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes, guys. So I hope you guys prepping for the winter. I hope you guys all right. Oh, really? They eat all your chops? Okay. Are you serious? Wow. So them squirrel love peaches. I see. I'm overwintering bell pepper and okra as an experiment. Well, I don't know about the okra the mood, but I love that. I love what you're doing. When you talk about experiment, yes, you're talking to me. UK is too cold. We all need to leave hand. Yeah, the mood. I love what you're doing. The experiment. I never did the okra, but I did the bell pepper. So I think Fifi Johnny do a lot of that too as well. But I never did the bell pepper, the okra. But I do know the bell pepper definitely work. But that's good, man. Do your thing, man. I hope next year I'm gonna be getting the result from that experiment. But I do know bell pepper works. Yeah, man. Yeah, the mood doing this thing. When you talk about experiment, that's me, man. And that's why I have learned so much. That's why I've learned so much is because of doing experiment, not just planting food. Planting food is one thing, but I need to know about the plants them. So I try different things and get different results. So do your experiment, man. I agree with you. But I don't know, man. Them squirrel, like everybody talking about them squirrel, man. Yeah, they did me dirty for a few straight years. And I ain't see them this year. I was wondering where the squirrel them go. So I was able to harvest some peach, man. I appreciate them this year. I really do. I definitely appreciate them. Yes. So yes, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming out and give me the support, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on helping to get people to that another level. We're going to learn. As we do, we learn from each other. We learn, I'm learning myself. We all teaching each other something. Everybody channel as well have a message that we all can learn from. So all we do, we check out each other, support however we can, and we just move. Let me see. iPhone autocorrect is so annoyed. Yes. The iPhone sometimes, man, it have you type it. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay. I guess the mood have his squirrel intact. That's good. So enjoy the valuable information from your planter. Alright, thank you, Chipper Treat Firearm and Defense. We appreciate you. I'm surely getting information from you as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Even my pear tree, they broke the branch. Oh, them squirrel ain't no joke, I could tell you that. That ain't no joke. Them squirrel ain't no joke. Yes, guys, so I'm gonna end now. But I truly appreciate you guys. Fifi, congratulations. Hitting that 500 mark. Just keep pushing, keep posting your videos, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm encouraging each and every one of you in here do the same. Just keep pushing your videos, keep do what you're doing, be yourself. I think being yourself gonna make you more comfortable and able to create more content by being yourself. I truly believe that. Alright, so you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Mike, blessings. My Renaissance grandmother, blessings. Fifi Johnny, blessings. Creative Girl Homestead, blessings. Triple Chet Firearm and Defense, blessings. Angela Gardening, blessings. RG Living Life, blessings. The Mood, blessings. Urban Girl, Lascious, every one of you, blessings to each and every one of you. And I thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for keep supporting me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed day, and don't forget, I'll be going live Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe I might jam back up before that, but I'm definitely gonna be going live on Thursday. So you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Alright, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming out. Blessings. Yes, Fifi Johnny, let's continue supporting it. I mean, honestly, supporting each other can, can really, we got to support each other. We have to support each other. It's time. It's time for we get there. So blessing to each and every one of you. All right, see you guys when Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Blessing.